Dude, I'm going to Vegas. Right?
Right.
Coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thoughts on that.
You're getting it.
Weili Zhang, what's her name?
Weili Zhang.
Yeah. She fights.
I know that I just said that
this
wrong.
Saturday, right, in Vegas. So all the fans there are going to be Chinese because it's the first Chinese champion. The show I'm going to is the Con Expo, which is all vendors from Asia. Komatsu, all those places are from Asia. And they're already like warning everybody going out there about it. So I'm a little freaked.
They're warning people? Like saying...
Kind of like bring hand sanitizer, wash your hands constantly. They're going to have masks available at that Con Expo. So they're thinking about it. I guess a lot of people have already canceled because of it.
Well, so the first U.S. citizen died.
That's what I read.
But I think...
It's also like weird because when you read about it, they don't tell you a city. They don't tell you like...
It was California.
It was?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the one that died. I think so. I know there was a case in California where I don't even know if it's a he or she. They didn't release the names, I don't think.
That's what's weird. They keep it so
They're
subtle.
trying to keep it private.
And you know how we were all going to die of Ebola 2 years ago.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that.
Right. Ebola sounds worse anyhow.
I read this article by a registered nurse that was saying that coronavirus has been around for decades, but the specific, she called it the media hype strain, which is the, what do they call it? COR19 or something?
Yeah, because it's this version this year from there.
2019, right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but my other theory is 17,000 people worldwide have it. There's 7 billion people in the world.
Right. They're still more worried about the flu, aren't they?
Yeah, I read the statistic. They think 40,000 people died from the flu this year.
That's insane to me.
That's double the people that have coronavirus.
And there was a girl that died in Brunswick this Christmas, 16 years old.
Right.
So that's scary. That's scary as hell to me.
But this whole...
And that's right here, right now. You know?
This whole nurse article I read it actually kind of made me feel better because...
They always, I think, do.
No matter how much I tell myself it's all media hype and yada yada with all these... It's always something that they're trying to scare us with. I still am worried.
Because we got kids.
I have a kid. I'm getting on an airplane. We know that's where most of it has been contained, was in airplanes and cruise ships, and it's getting spread that way. And
my parents are on a train.
Your parents are on a train to Chicago and California, two heavily Asian populated places.
Right.
But yeah, I'm freaked out a little. Are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't like the flu, so I assume I don't want the coronavirus,
no.
right? And they say that it's not the virus that kills you, but the symptoms or something like that.
You could end up with like a pneumonia.
Yeah,
I think.
Exactly. You get
Same
fluid
with the
in
flu.
your lungs and
the flu.
Yeah, the flu I don't think kills you. It's the symptoms that kill you. Dehydration,
pneumonia. Usually, I think it ends up. That's what the girl from Brunswick died of. Eventually, was pneumonia,
which is crazy.
And the first U.S. case that died, I think he or she was already having health complications with her respiratory system. And then got this, and then
if
died.
You're healthy like you and I
think we'll.
You're probably not going to die. The flu hasn't killed either one of us. I get it
usually
every other year.
Yeah.
Every year, I get it bad
yeah.
usually too.
I never puke from it.
I get the puking one
really?
every time.
That's Becca. So I don't know, but yeah, I think it's.
I'm a little worried about it, but at the same time, it's kind of just in the back of my mind. It's not something I'm constantly worried. Like I'm not always worried about it. You know. It's where the flu, I'm always worried about the flu. If I see someone cough this time of year, I'm washing my hands like the next minute. I already wash my hands too much. They're drying out right now from it.
Ebola always seemed scarier to me because of the look of it.
The blood.
Yeah, whatever's happening to you.
Don't you bleed from all your orifice?
Yeah, I don't know the plural. Orify. Oof.
Sounds wrong.
It is wrong.
Orifices?
Doesn't your skin just deteriorates or something, right?
Yeah, and I think like I've seen pictures of people that have blood coming out of their tear ducts and their ears.
Oh. Yep.
Blood out of their ears like Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
What do you think about these excuses he's coming up with?
I think he needs an excuse because he got his ass kicked. I don't.
Yeah.
When he first lost, I thought he sounded pretty cool. He hit the after ring interview where he said, the better man won tonight.
But as the days went on, more things started with the 40-pound suit. When you chose the suit, dude.
When you throw your trainer under the bus.
He fired him, didn't he?
Did he fire him? I know there was talks about it. That's ridiculous, dude.
And he was saying, it's not fair. Tyson Fury got carried to the stage. I wore a 40-pound suit. Whose choice was that?
Right.
You're blaming yourself, right?
Right.
You're not blaming other people, right? If you're going to come up with excuses, they need to be about you. Because you're the one that lost the fight. You chose to wear a 40-pound suit to the ring. You chose to walk to the ring for 30 fucking minutes.
Right.
That was the longest. It was longer than Fury's, I feel like. And he was getting carried by 4 girls that didn't want to carry that fucking car.
I'm not sure if they carried him.
No, I think it was a motorized thing.
It looks like the girls are getting pushed by it sometimes. You know what I mean?
The one girl in the front, I made a comment when we were watching that fight. She didn't look like she was having a good time, and it looked like she just kept... I wonder if it was on wheels, and they had to somehow keep it from rolling too fast.
Maybe, or it's just the motor's probably jerking them around.
I know that. Yeah. None of them looked like they were having a good time.
just Fury.
Yeah, right.
I have to say, I don't think... I think it was the right call for Deontay Wilder to wear it because that was the coolest thing he did all night.
You're right.
The red eyes. The red eyes. That's cool.
It was cool. It was super cool. Both intros. Fury's intro was hilarious, dude. I was dying because he's so funny to me. But I digress on fights. I wanted to ask you. I looked at your notes earlier. I'm sorry. Candyman, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I just saw there's a preview out for the new... When I was a kid, Candyman was like one of my favorite scary movies.
It was scary.
Creeps me out. We watched it recently. It is scary still.
You watched it?
Mm-hmm. The old one. Okay. I think it came out in 92. I don't know. Is there 2 Candymans? You know who directed that? No idea.
It's not one of these 90s...
I don't know.
Force-fed...
We should maybe look at it, but... Dude, such a good movie. They're coming out with a new one, and I know the screenplay, and I think it's directed by Jordan Peele.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The preview looks okay. It didn't look as good. It didn't look as good as it sounds in my mind. Jordan Peele and Candyman, you know.
Bernard Rose was the director of Candyman, so. Doesn't look like he's got any other...
I don't think there's any famous people in it or anything.
Doesn't look like he's got any famous movies other than that, really.
The dude who plays Candyman in that movie, though, his voice is fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
He just has this... I don't know, man.
That dude's huge, too, right?
Yeah. He nailed that role. Just a big black monster.
Yeah.
He has this awesome voice.
I forget the general gist of, they were in a rundown Section 8 housing apartments or something. Yeah.
Basically, the whole thing is that you say Candyman 5 times in the mirror and then he comes and gets you.
Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He plays that role really well. I think he was in all the Candymans.
Was there 2 other ones before that?
There was 2 other ones after that. Candyman 2 and 3.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah. I watched the second one and it was kind of like...
not good.
Well, actually, I was going to say kind of like Hellraiser, but the second Hellraiser is actually just as good as the first one.
Hellraiser.
The Hellraiser 2 is crazy. The demons that they bring are wild. But that's sweet. Jordan Peele's a great director.
I know. He's killing it with these horror movies lately.
You saw his last one? What was that? Us. Did you see that yet?
No, I haven't seen Us. But
okay. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should check that out and we'll talk about it. But
and then what was the other one he did?
Get Out.
Yeah, Get Out.
That was great.
Awesome. Yeah.
I didn't really see any of it coming, dude. And usually, with thriller movies, me and you are always trying to
predict it.
What's the end? And when we do, it's almost a letdown to us. At least for me, it's almost a letdown to me. If I can guess the end, I'm like, damn it.
You want to be surprised.
I want to be surprised.
That's the thrill. It's just part of the shock is the surprise, you know.
He and what does he have? Those two movies?
Yeah,
now?
that's it now. Yeah,
both of them are a twist at the end with a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he takes Candyman the same angle.
That's what I was hoping, like an extra layer.
Right, exactly. So I wanted to mention our fuck up real quick.
Oh, from last week.
Yeah. So this is episode 2, but it's really episode 1 because we went through all that work and thought we did a good job. And
it's like we'll do a Star Wars thing. We'll do episode 1 after
we can
5.
come back.
Yep.
And confuse everybody.
This is a prequel. Prequel. I need NyQuil.
NyQuil? Maybe you shouldn't have taken NyQuil. Cut!
Ted Kaczynski.
Ted Kaczynski. First of all,
Kaczynski.
Not the way I would spell Kaczynski.
Oh.
Can I say that?
Polish names.
Didn't we go to school with a Kaczynski?
Whoa. I feel like we went to school with a couple of Unabombers.
And a lot of Polish people.
I'm Polish, and I support the Unabomber. Boom.
Kaboom. So therefore, I went to school with a Polish guy and a Unabomber.
A few...
At least one. Okay, let me start by saying this. I found it weird that the documentary... spoiler alerts...
Oh, yeah. Spoiler
We're going to talk about it like you guys have already seen it.
Yeah.
So,
Go see it. It's awesome.
I found it weird that the documentary didn't mention the studies he was put into in Harvard.
They do talk about it towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
But they didn't dive into... They were going chronologically.
They don't talk about what really happens in the studies because I don't think
really
they know.
find much about what happened in the studies.
I don't think they know. And I think Ted acts like they didn't do much to him. He fought him off as kind of what he said. There is a tape they play at the end of it. And basically it's interrogation techniques where they basically slam the shit out of you.
Yeah, I read about the experiments from the guy that...
There's a tape they play of it.
But Ted Kaczynski had like 290 hours in that thing.
3 years, right?
Yeah. But also, I think that... And what happened to him in the fucking hospital when he's a kid, dude? That was the weirdest part too.
That's weird. But what his brother does say about the tapes, and I think this is an awesome quote. Oh, I'm probably going to get it wrong now that I said that. But
it's loosely a quote.
He goes, what doesn't... he goes, to me, or maybe I found out that what doesn't... What is it? Not being broken, being broken might be better than being hardened. That's what he says about Ted from those tests. Because Ted was all proud that I'm not going to let them break me. Because that's what the whole thing was. It was weird interrogation techniques, slamming his intelligence, trying to mock him.
The whole thing that I read about the experiments
when he was 16.
The guy was trying to... Yeah, that's the other thing.
He was young.
And his dad, it's written that his dad didn't want him to go to college that young.
Oh, really?
His dad said he's not mature enough. He doesn't have the social skills yet. We cannot send him to college. And his mom pushed for it. And they sent him to Harvard at 16 years old. And... when you were 16, it's a lot different than when you're 18.
Big time.
And when you're 22, it's a lot different than when you're 18.
Yep.
And so on and so forth. 4 years is even 2 years is a long time of maturity, especially at that age.
Right.
And the experiment, I guess, was put on to do that, destruct people, and see how they dealt with extreme stress.
Because it's CIA interrogation techniques. That's what they took it.
Yeah, that's the CIA used these experiments to do the interrogations. So they would break down these guys' feelings. Well, plus you're 16 at a new school. That's already stressful. And then you're going to these purposely stressful things. I feel like, what the hell? That played into why, he felt like he needed to be alone. Probably.
And just fuck everybody.
Yeah, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be part of this system. Fuck Harvard. Fuck all this.
And who hasn't smoked weed and felt the same exact way before?
At least some point.
The system is destroying
what's happening?
We should all give this up and go live out in the woods, To me, it's an awesome romantic idea. And he actually fucking did it, which is pretty cool. But he was killing people. So.
Yeah, that's not cool. There's other ways to do things, you know.
And he didn't feel any remorse about any of that shit.
No remorse. He actually was a little braggadocious about it.
Yeah.
You know what was weird?
He's an interesting character. He's compelling,
man.
I think.
Whoa. One of the way they said how, like, well, first of all, he got his PhD in theoretical mathematics before he was like 22 years old, which is insane.
Yeah,
because that level of mathematics is incomprehensible to a moron like me.
Right.
I'm an idiot, so there's no way.
Yeah, you're a total idiot. To be building bombs in a shed with no electricity.
In a shed this big. As big
smaller
as this
than this
probably
room,
smaller.
I think. Yeah, I think they said it was a 12 by 10.
And what is
fucking
this?
insane. I think
15,
this is
14?
14 by 12, I think. But yeah, what the hell?
For 25 years.
Yeah.
No running water.
I think he was sending bombs for 17 years straight. Is when he so I think wasn't he on the FBI's wanted list longer than anybody? I'm pretty sure. Probably. I don't know if that's true.
But he avoided capture for so long.
Because he was out in a shed.
Yeah.
You know.
And he was so smart. They say that, you know, they're going through the envelopes for fingerprints, skin, DNA, hair. Somehow he would fuck up. They were all completely clean, dude.
He sent pubic hair from a bathroom. Like he put that in one of his bombs.
This guy was smarter than the people looking for him.
He when he sent a note to the news or to the newspaper, there was no clues, no fingerprints on it, but they did find it was like pressure print through another thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't remember what they call it.
It said call Nathan R.
Yeah,
right?
But it was
I'm probably
endless,
messing that name up,
but it was an endless clue.
Yeah, so they just started calling all these Nathan R's.
Right.
Nowhere.
It's just an endless rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's literally playing them. They can't find him because he's completely off the grid. Completely off the grid.
When he put sand in that guy's... his neighbors...
I was just about to talk about the neighbors, too. But yeah.
It was a lumber mill.
Yeah. Yeah, to just fuck up all his machinery.
Yeah, but he was
because it was making noise, it was polluting the earth. He moved to that part of the country to be away from any and all of those things. And this dude builds a mill in the middle of paradise.
And he's cutting down trees.
Right. Probably not reseeding because he's probably just some hillbilly that's...
He was.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
To be cool with this hermit next to you.
Yeah, that guy's daughter, I thought, was playing into the woe is me, trying to get attention about how I didn't even feel comfortable on the back porch. I felt so creepy. And I thought he was following me home. Well, he wasn't following you home. When they ran into the woods, he didn't follow you home because he wasn't a fucking pedophile.
Right.
You're trying to play some crazy angle at this, and I just don't believe you at all.
She's excited to be in the documentary.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, this is on Netflix?
Right.
But yeah, at any rate, then it was crazy that where he aimed his weapon at the little girl and her mom, and the fat bitch. I take her first.
Yeah, these two bitches or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like that Ted Bundy thing where that last one they did on Netflix with him, where you go, "Do I like this serial killer?" They make him charming.
A little bit. You felt more charmed for Ted Bundy, I think, because a little bit of me wants to say Ted Kaczynski was just a deranged. I mean, they were both deranged lunatics, but
absolutely.
Imagine if Ted Kaczynski was alive right now to see Facebook and shit. Dude, Mark Zuckerberg would be dead.
Yeah.
Jack Dempsey, the guy from Twitter, would be dead.
His whole manifesto was right on.
Yeah, about how technology is making us all idiots. I literally cringe at half the things. I don't even have social media because it drives me insane.
It makes you depressed.
It makes me depressed. It
anxious.
Also, you become completely addicted to this. At least I did. I have an addictive personality, but, you know, every time I picked up my phone, the first thing I touched was Facebook.
Yeah,
I was grabbing into Facebook before I texted my wife good morning. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing?
You post something, then go back and check it and go, did I... how many people liked it?
Right. Oh, my God.
Did I misspell something?
Wait. It's only got 5 likes, and it's been like an hour, and I thought this would be a good day.
Yeah, right.
And these poor kids can't get away from it at school.
Yeah.
They don't realize, like... I got picked on a little bit when I was a kid, right?
Yeah. So everybody should
get picked on a little, but some of it's extreme, and I'm not agreeing with bullying in any way, shape, or form. I had a fucked up childhood anyways behind bullying, so...
But could you imagine...
Not being able to go home and be with my brother and, like, hang out with my dude and just, you know, play Legos
School's
or something.
Gone.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Now these kids have cell phones when they're in fucking 5th grade, and they're checking Facebook all the time, and the bully's on Facebook.
Right.
And even if he's not posting it on the wall, he's fucking, hey, you're a fag, or whatever he's saying. Like,
or spreading rumors about you, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Billy's got a tiny dick. I don't know if you heard.
Okay.
But these kids can't get away from it.
And why is the bully obsessed with his dick anyways? That's how you...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You gotta learn to
He's protecting by calling him names that, you know...
That's the thing.
Oh, Billy's gay.
Right. But then the bully goes home and sits on his thumb.
And, yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, no, we're cool with that.
Yeah.
If your thing is that.
But don't pick on somebody else because of it. Look, I'm not picking on anybody else. All right, here we go.
He picks on me a little.
Yeah. But again, I'm just projecting.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
How did we even get here?
Yeah, this is going to have to be cut, edited, and then burned.
Oh, yeah, Ted Kaczynski, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a great documentary. I think everybody should check it out. What is it, 4 or 5 episodes? 4 episodes?
Yeah, I think 4 episodes.
It's probably a total of 3
It's
hours
awesome,
and 30
though.
minutes.
I think it was good.
Yeah, you could marathon it easily.
I think it came out in 2018, but it's new on Netflix.
Right, so people are probably just getting to see it now or haven't seen it yet. Because I didn't even know about it until
Yeah, me neither. I thought, I missed this?
Right.
All right.
Yeah. All right, dude, let's talk about these fights. Well, let's just talk about fighting in general because last week we got fucked up and didn't get to talk about Felder and Hooker.
Right. I feel like nobody talked about... Well, people kind of talked about it, but it got blown over because the Tyson Fury shit.
Yeah,
Tyson Fury is just the fucking man. He's so cool.
He commands so much attention.
I know. I just want to hug him. I want that fucking hairy chest in my face.
Listen to this. I got a father-in-law story. Andy's my father-in-law. He was in Las Vegas during that fight. So
I remember he called.
Yeah, he called to ask if we were watching it, and I should have told him to bet the house on Fury because I knew. And if Fury was the underdog, and I knew.
Which is so weird to me that he was the underdog.
I think everyone was so amped up because Wilder's knocked so many people out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got that crazy one-punch power, dude, and it might be better than Tyson's one-punch power because he generates more force being that big. Even though he doesn't weigh that much. At 6'7", you generate a lot of whip in your shoulders, arms, hips. He can really flow with that right hand.
Do they say the reach difference?
I'm sure.
Wilder's got some long arms, dude.
Wilder's got long arms, so he can come deep, right?
Yeah.
And he can swing his hips and come through with that shoulder, and he gets more whip at that height.
Yeah, it is like a whip. It's like a baseball.
Yeah, he can whip that right hand, and he's got a lead in that fist, dude. Every fight I've seen that he knocked a guy out, he just hits him, and the dude goes down. It's like a
magic touch kind of.
People don't wobble. He hits you, and you go down.
But his confidence was shaken right immediately.
Fury walked him forward.
Yeah, and I think
Fury talked about after the first fight that on his back foot he fights awkwardly, and I think it's because he's always looking for a right hand and he's always coming forward, right?
Yeah.
So when he's backing up, I think his body once his momentum's forward, so backing up he doesn't know how to stand or something.
He's just not as good of a boxer. He can't do that.
He's not a good boxer. I've been telling people that.
Yeah.
People are like, what are you talking about? He won a medal in the Olympics 2 years into his boxing career. And that's because of that hand, dude.
Yeah, because he's a freak.
He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He's a freak athlete. If he learned MMA, he would fuck the world up.
Oh, dude.
He would fuck the world up. And I think he could learn MMA.
I actually think he'd probably be better at MMA than Tyson Fury.
He would beat John Jones, dude.
I think he would too, if he learned how to do all that.
Yeah.
Just because his freak ability to...
And you know me, I'm a Jones cock rider.
Yeah, but Jones could never punch that hard.
No.
You know?
Nobody in the UFC punches... Well, maybe...
I don't know. I don't think anybody punches that hard in the UFC,
right.
dude.
You're right. Could you swing that hard with...
Maybe Ngannou.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't think of.
Maybe.
That dude is...
But he's how much bigger?
That dude is Deontay Wilder plus 30 pounds of lean muscle.
Yep.
And that's when Deontay just weighed in at 230 something. When they fought the first time, Deontay was like 212 or 209.
I wonder what's Ngannou walk around at?
275, 280.
He cuts down to 265.
65.
Yeah, okay.
He's one of these guys that cuts to get to 265.
Yeah. He's almost 300 pounds and he's got abs. Yeah. What the hell is that?
He's got abs on his back. Dude.
Right. That's awesome. That's Dan Hardy's boulders for shoulders.
Yeah, right. Right. But you're right. Andy was in Vegas.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So Andy's in Vegas and he was at the sauna or something, or the steam room, and he comes out and there's these 3 British guys talking. And he says they're real loud and boisterous, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but every British guy I've ever met was the loudest dude in the room.
I don't know if I've ever met anybody that's British.
I've met a few through the army, and on a couple cruises I went on with my family when I was younger. There were some British people we'd like next to and hung out with. Or something.
I've never left my hometown.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
But I don't travel.
He doesn't travel, but he's been to Florida, and I know it.
Yeah. Because
there's this weird thing where my in-laws have a house a mile from where my dad does, which is a mile from where
my grandpa had
his grandpa had one.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 other people that I know, someone from work, a girl we know, all have places right there in Fort Myers, which is so strange.
Yeah. I think it's just
a cool place.
But Ohio,
it
is a cool place, man.
Everyone in Fort Myers, where are you from? Because no one's from Fort Myers.
Yeah, exactly.
But Andy's out in Vegas, yada yada, at the steam room, 3 British guys talking loud, and Andy says, "Are you guys here for the fights?" And they go, "Yeah, we're going to them," because it was the day of the fight.
Oh wow!
And Andy said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I think Fury will get him, yada yada." And the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll let him know. He's my cousin, mate. I'm Nick Fury."
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Crazy.
Andy, are you bullshitting us?
Andy said he didn't believe him. But I said, maybe. He said he's a huge guy.
Huh.
Wouldn't that be wild?
They're probably all giants. His brother.
Him with just a big afro. I love it.
Exactly.
I love how much they love each other, too. It's great.
That's cool. Man, old photos of him when he was like, did he almost get to 400 pounds?
Yeah.
He
did a bunch of blow and thought he was going to drive his Porsche off a bridge and went, I'm going to win the world title. Actually, I'll win all of them. And now he's going to take it from Joshua, I think, because
he would whoop Joshua's ass.
He's beat Joshua, and there's no way. What's his name? Who's Joshua's? His Don King. He's an ex-boxer. Eddie Hearns.
I don't know.
Eddie Hearns.
That's his manager?
Yeah, right.
Huh.
And his manager already fucked up once by taking that Ruiz fight on short notice, and he got knocked the fuck out, so I don't think he's going to take it.
It was like Joshua was tired or something was off in that fight, though.
They say he got knocked out 2 weeks before that in training camp.
And
they say he was having second thoughts about going out there because of how soon he had been knocked out.
Yeah, he just looked tired. It's weird how a knockout can make you just... I don't know. How that just affects those dudes so much.
Right.
So last night, I can't even say his name.
Yeah.
Figueiredo.
Figueiredo. And
Benavidez.
Benavidez and Figueiredo.
Figueiredo. I had a feeling Figueiredo was going to win because he's so much better looking.
Better looking? Well, Freddy Krueger is better looking than Joseph Benavidez.
Yeah, that's what I kept noticing. All the videos they keep putting up of him is, damn.
And he's married to the girl that...
Yeah.
Megan O'Leary, who is the chick that's always standing in the way of the fighters on the way out of the fucking back entrance, saying nothing at all.
Yeah, one of my favorite things every UFC is she'll be in the middle of talking and the camera cuts away from her, and I love it.
And she's usually just going, John Jones is John Jones. This is John Jones, and we're in Albuquerque, and John.
Yeah, but man, does she probably get paid.
She gets paid, and she probably... I wonder if she's bigger than her husband, who fights at 125 pounds.
Yeah, they're both little, but man, so he's had 3 championship fights and lost them all.
Well,
been knocked out twice, 2 times. I think he got knocked out by DJ.
He's the only one that ever beat Cejudo, right?
He beat Cejudo, but I don't know if he's the only one though. I feel like he's lost twice, maybe.
Yeah, because he lost to DJ once.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Bada bing, bada boom. But Figueiredo,
he missed weight.
I'm never gonna say he missed weight.
Fuckwad.
Which sucks because he kicked ass. He's an awesome fighter.
He can take a lick too.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of knockouts for 125 pounds.
He's a monster, dude.
He just blasted. Okay, did you see?
His confidence was fucking up, dude. You could tell he was ready to. He knew he was gonna win.
He doesn't think he's gonna lose. Has he lost?
I don't think he's lost. I think he does have one loss. I'm pretty sure he does have one loss.
Yep, 18-1.
He is. I just kept, and then when he almost got that arm bar, goddamn. But we were talking about getting knocked out and how that can affect you. There was a headbutt.
He lost to Jussier Formiga, who is Benavidez just beat him.
But there was the headbutt.
The headbutt fucked Benavidez
I think
up
so.
Because blood was dripping right into his eye immediately.
But that was
he started doing like this. He saw the blood, and when he looked back, here was a straight right, or it was a left. He's a southpaw, right?
Oh, shit. I can't.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The straight came, and bam!
Yeah.
He was out.
Yeah.
Well, was he out? I didn't watch the replay enough times to... I just know he dropped and...
Yeah.
Figueiredo.
I think it was a TKO.
Started just pop, pop, pop. This guy rides water buffalo.
Dude, he definitely won round 1, too.
How do you get your hair that good?
The hair is cool as fuck.
Insane.
Cool as
Every
fuck.
fight, it's that sweet.
Yeah, it sucks he didn't make weight. What a mo.
Yeah, he should
what's
be the
gonna
champ.
happen?
Well, first of all, if you don't make weight, dude, let's talk about that real quick because that's insane. If you're a professional athlete, high school kids are making weight at wrestling.
Right. Come on.
They're not missing weight. And you're a professional athlete. You're about to win the world title, and you didn't have enough respect to lose 2 more pounds.
Right.
And when they gave you a little bit longer,
you just
said, no, I'm not going to drop any more weight.
He said, did you see the interview?
No, I read something.
Yeah, that his dietitian said, no, don't stop trying to cut weight, I guess. So
well, that's different.
I guess.
If a doctor tells you can't stop it.
I don't think any doctor is going to recommend cutting weight like they do for...
Probably not, but you made 125 how many other times? So what did you do differently or more lazy this time? And did you not take it?
Right.
Because you knock everybody out, did you not take it seriously or something?
He never has missed weight before, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There was another guy in the first fight on the main card.
Yeah, you said there was a lot of missed weight yesterday, right?
I think his name was Dawson. He missed by 4 pounds.
Yeah. So I missed weight in high school wrestling a couple of times. I shouldn't have been cutting when I was going. I was cutting down to weight classes I wasn't normally at. You know, it was me trying to go halfway through the season. I'm going down another. You know, I think it's stupid. I like when I hear about fighters who are hardly cutting. I like that.
Yeah, I like walk around guys. Yeah, that just walk around at that weight.
Right. Or like John Jones. You know, he isn't cutting much.
Yeah, 15, 20 pounds. Probably 20, 25.
But I mean, and I kind of respect that Cejudo won it and said, fuck that. I'm not cutting down there anymore. I get that.
Yeah, if it's hard, it's hard.
It's hard.
And maybe Figueiredo needs to notice it's hard and start fighting to 35.
Right.
Because that's 10 more pounds you don't have to lose. So.
And Cejudo did miss weight a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
A lot of guys miss weight at those lower weight classes, but this guy, Dawson, was 145. He was huge for 145.
Was he? I sure hope the body himself doesn't miss weight against Sanya. Because he's
this weekend.
Yeah, and he's missed it before on title fights, dude. He missed it with Whitaker.
If you miss it on a title fight, I feel like that's fucked up.
I don't get that. How could you miss it on a title fight, dude? But I felt like I was doing everything I could, but I hadn't made that weight before. I hadn't made it that year at least. It had been a long time, like when I missed it in wrestling. So I don't know. You got one thing to do. You think that's all you would do.
That's the most important thing.
I was in high school. I was thinking about having sex
constantly.
Right.
Every minute of every day.
It. Right. With anything. Wow,
that gym teacher's real ugly, but I wonder what her ass looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Gym class. Oh, no. You know.
Right. Clean it up.
Everybody.
Oh.
And then. Yeah, so that Dawson Minner fight, the opening fight on the card, was Dawson versus Minner, and I wrote it down because it was just a scramble fest, dude.
You liked it. What weight was it? 35?
145.
45.
It was a scramble fest. Minner's just trying to throw every submission he can. He attempted the guillotine probably 12 times. I was getting annoyed by that.
Yeah.
But Dawson just kept picking him up, slamming him down, spinning while his neck was in the hold, got out of every single one. And then in the second round, that guy, the submission dude that's just throwing all these submission attempts, constant guillotines, turns and gives up his back and gets rear naked choked in 2 seconds. I was like, what? You're the jiu-jitsu guy. And you just turned and gave up your back and neck and got choked out.
I think it's when they get tired, man. You get tired and you're tired of getting hit in the face. The only way to get up sometimes is to turn around, you know?
Right.
But that's...
The next fight after that was Megan Anderson and Norma Dumont. And Norma Dumont was 4-0 coming into that fight. She's a thick one for 145.
But Megan knocked her out?
Jiggle thighs, dude.
Jiggle thighs.
A fighter with jiggle thighs.
Megan?
No.
Oh.
Megan's like 6 foot something.
And just hard. Or at least you are.
Like a sheet of plywood. She looks like she's made out of something.
Really?
Yeah. And it's white. Whatever it is very white. She knocked her out in round 1.
My wife is very pale.
Oh,
watch
pale.
What you're saying.
Yeah. No, she's pale. She's actually right here. You can't see her. The light's drowning her out. Anderson won by knockout. And then the next fight was another first rounder at the end of the first round.
That's always good. It gets boring after a while,
let's
right?
Not drag this on.
Come on.
I don't know either one of those guys.
Yeah, then fuck them.
Ian Kudalaba and Magomed Ankalaev.
Yeah.
Magomed won. And then Felicia Spencer and Zara Ferrum dos Santos.
Felicia Spencer put it to her, right?
Yeah, but this is what happens. That Zara girl was 5-3 or 6-3 coming into the fight. These girls are getting fed.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just getting tired of seeing one girl that's like 9-0 fighting a girl that's like 7-5.
Right. What the fuck's the point?
I know there's not enough girls, but
jeez,
we'd rather watch the best 8 girls interweave with each other and fight each other than watch the best girls fight these girls we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Why is Anthony Smith and Glover Teixeira a card? Why is that the main event of a card?
I think they're just trying to fill up every weekend now. Yeah. Sometimes I'm kind of done with Anthony Smith.
Yeah, he's overrated. I think he didn't even try and fight John Jones.
Right. He just stood there and got paid.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some future fights. These.
Well, let's talk about Romero Adesanya. You're going with Romero.
Well, I want Romero to win. I'm not going to say he's going to win.
Who do you think will win? How do you think the fight will go? Let's put it that way.
Dude, I don't know. Romero that's what I love about him. He is so surprising. I want to be surprised.
You think he's coming forward?
I think he's going to, first 2 rounds, he's going to edge forward and stand there like a fucking oak. And, whoa.
This thing's coming at me, dude.
He's the first 2 or 3 rounds, he's just going to kind of edge his way forward, and because you can't hurt him.
Yeah, he's made of marble or something.
Yeah, so they say
the thicker your neck is, the better punch you can take. So nobody's knocking that dude out.
No.
His neck is as white as this table.
Yeah, and then I think in later rounds he's gonna explode like a motherfucker. Everyone.
Wrestle him?
I don't know. He can. He hits that awesome double leg.
Yeah.
He hits every move he hits is so cool, man. He also, I love the inside trip. He does a double overhook into an inside trip.
Yeah.
I've seen him do knee picks.
He's a way better wrestler than Gastelum.
Yeah, he's a way better wrestler than anybody he's fought.
Yeah.
Than Adesanya's fought. And but Adesanya,
he might be the best wrestler in the UFC.
Yeah.
DC.
DC's awesome, but
Henry's awesome too.
But Romero beat Cael Sanderson twice.
That's true.
You know?
That's insane.
And DC lost to Cael Sanderson.
Right.
So I don't know. that would be a cool wrestling match.
I'd love to see we talked about this once before. If the UFC made like a side league where it was just wrestling, and you could have an open forum, no weight mattered, and it was just wrestling, which probably wouldn't favor it. It would be too hard to do probably because the weight matters so much. But I'd love to see Yoel and DC go at it.
Well, Yoel did fight at light heavyweight for a little bit. I think maybe one fight in the UFC.
Okay.
And so they could meet somewhere in the middle.
That'd
there.
be wild.
Yeah.
But I think Yoel needs to wrestle him if he wants to beat him.
Me too. And I'm also on Yoel's team. Just because, dude, he's fucking 42, 43, and I just want him to win because he deserves it. Right. I just love him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he probably beat Whitaker.
He beat Whitaker, but he also didn't make weight.
He beat Whitaker?
He beat Whitaker. You
almost said it.
But he didn't make weight that fight.
Yeah. Right.
So that's the other thing. He's got to fucking make weight.
He's got to make weight. If they fight and Adesanya loses, but Yoel doesn't make weight, Adesanya keeps the belt. Aha.
I was an Adesanya hater for when he first was coming up.
We both were.
But dude, but to give Yoel this shot, even after he's lost his last, I think is fucking commendable, and ballsy. I think Adesanya is the real deal, dude. I would like to see him versus John Jones just because
eventually.
It's a good money fight. No, yeah, not yet, but it'd be a cool fight. You know,
maybe.
And it would be an interesting fight. Jones needs some interesting fights.
I think you catch it at 195. Make Jones earn it a little bit more.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Well, Jones is pretty skinny at 205, isn't
he? Yeah.
Maybe 200.
But Adesanya's skinny,
Make it at 200. They say Adesanya walks around 205, 210.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Brendan Schaub interviewed him, he said, I didn't know how big he was. And Brendan Schaub's a giant.
Yeah, but Adesanya, how tall is he?
6'4",
okay.
6'3".
And Yoel's like 5'10" or something, right?
So he's going to be outreached.
Big time.
But Yoel has long arms for a short dude. His reach is pretty good.
He can also just explode forward so quick. He's like a linebacker. The thing about Yoel is he hasn't used his wrestling that much.
No, he never does because he can stand up with these guys.
Because he can still knock dudes out,
I feel like knees. If he gets tested, he'll go to his wrestling. And his wrestling's so good, Adesanya is going to be in trouble. Unless he's got some ground game I don't even know about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hard to believe.
Right.
Romero's never been submitted, right?
No. I think his only losses are decisions, like close decisions.
Yeah, you can't take
that. A lot of people go, I think he actually won, you know?
You can't take this guy down.
No. And you can't knock him out. No. It's going to be a 5-rounder, I think. I think it'll go the full. I don't know.
I think if it goes the full, him out?
There's no way.
What if he does?
I think there's no fucking way he
can knock him out. What if Yoel knocks Adesanya out?
I think those are the two ways it ends. Yoel knocks him out, or it goes all the way and Adesanya wins out of points.
I may be wrong here, but I think I'm right. Adesanya's only lost one time in boxing or UFC, and it was by knockout.
He got knocked out.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, we'll see. Talking about
Twins.
talking about them twins. Yeah.
Talking about them.
Today's a special day. We've got two guys.
Two guys.
Two of them.
There's two guys. They look the same. They sound the same. Their back's the same. Their front's the same. If you were looking at the wall and they were talking, you wouldn't know them apart.
If you came up behind them and sniffed them,
They smell the same.
the same.
It's literally the same.
It's the same.
Everything's the same except their first names and their dick size.
Happy birthday, twins.
Yeah. Yo. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.